So as we mentioned in the last video, again, there can be a number of factors that are contributing to a very simple pain problem. If I have some sort of pain in my shoulder, let's say kind of anterior, superior, sort of subacromial feeling sort of pain as I'm bringing my hand overhead. Again, we introduced sort of the possibilities of what forms of nociception may be involved in the last video. So we also talked about how we can use a number of processes, of therapeutic processes of change as a way to contain all of that complexity and potential outcomes. So if we were to introduce three, again, processes of change, we're going to use motor behavior variability, we're going to use loading capacity, and we're going to use attention as the three processes of change that could be helpful for us to be thinking about clinically as we're helping a person who has this very simple shoulder pain. And we can start to put those together by realizing that those three processes of change contain a lot of scope, a broad scope of what they can contain. So motor behavior variability is essentially just about any sort of neuromuscular rehab, any kind of movement, gait training, anything, even positioning, posturing kind of activity is going to, amongst many other sort of motor behavioral tendencies, are going to kind of be lumped underneath there. So it has a broad scope. And then from a precision standpoint, motor behavior variability allows us to be able to get very, very, very narrow in terms of very subtle joint by joint motor behavioral articulation sort of variabilities that we can get down to. And then from a depth standpoint, what we're talking about scientific depth is that we know that motor behavior variability is something that is isolated inside of the musculoskeletal disciplines. It is neurology, it is psychology, it is sociology, it is again all the subsets of neurosciences, endocrine physiology, and even immune physiology as a whole there. And so this container motor behavior variability allows us to be able to make a lot of assumptions without having to go into the nitty-gritty unless we have to. So that is the end of video 2. On to the next one.